What's going on, guys? Jay West here. Welcome to Jay West Reviews. I'm trying to hold these things up before they fall. Yo, we're going to check out these retro TMNT figures from Playmates being released at Target right now. Yo, let's dive in. Okay, so in this wave, there's a wave of 6. You saw that they all fell, right? All right, so in this wave, there's Rocksteady, Shredder, Bebop, Krang, Leatherhead, and Splinter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go by each one. I'm going to unbox them, compare them to their Super 7 counterparts, and if I have the vintage figure, which some of these I do, and then some of them I do not, I will compare the vintage figure to these guys as well. So all right, let's start with the first one. Okay, first up, I'm going to start with Krang. Now, it mimics the old Playmates 1980, 89 card backs, which is cool. There's subtle differences. I don't know if this was there. I believe it said Krang up here. There's a little differences here and there. And then it shows you the stuff on the back. This takes me back all the way. Oh my goodness, with the turtles mutating and them and oh man, all 4 of them. And then we got the storage shell turtles coming. I'm down for these because I had these too. I had the storage shell turtles. I think I had Donatello, but I didn't have like Leo and Mikey and Raph. So I gotta pick these guys up. Now Krang was also released in that module pack too, that module 6-pack, which is cool, but I left that in the box and I wanted another one to open. And then another one, I picked this up specifically to open and to have one to compare to the Super 7 version. So every Super 7 version, I want to have a vintage or a reissue vintage figure to go along with it. So let's get into this guy real quick. These are going to be quick reviews because there's not really much going on with them. So you got the classic Bubble Walker. Got the purple details there. It looks just like I remember it with the red wire here. I don't remember the paint being in there though. And then Krang that pops out, and it's also the same one that comes with the Android body. Can't wait till they reissue that. That's gonna be awesome. Little articulation, just a swivel on the tentacles right there. It seems just like I remember it with got the hole in the bottom too. I don't know what that hole was for. I really don't. I don't remember. I don't know what that hole's for. But with the yellow eyes, the white teeth, I feel like it's a little bit more bubblegum pink than it used to be. I feel like it used to be lighter pink. I wish I had kept my vintage one, man. But yeah. So got the Bubble Walker. I'm pretty sure if I still had it somewhere, I would have lost this piece up here with the glass top. Articulation on this is just your standard swivel right here. A swivel at the, I guess that's a knee. I guess that's a knee joint. Yeah. So not really much to Krang here. And then put him back in his little Bubble Walker. And then he comes with his gun here, which mine is super warped. Look at that. I don't think it's supposed to be curved like that. It's curved like a spoon. And then the wire. All these weapons, I believe, were unpainted in the vintage too. So, and then the arms. So let's pop these arms on. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. This takes me back, man, to all those old school figures I had. And then pop those arms on there. And then the wire, I think, goes on the bottom here. Cool, cool, cool. I can't wait to compare him to the Super 7 one. That's going to be super fun. And then we're going to put this in here. The gun in his little hand here. No, you're not going to see any, swappable hands and nothing like that. Not yet. This is old school. This is how we did it back in the 80s and 90s. And with the gun. Nice. Nice. Oh, man, I can't wait to put this in display with the other Krang. So that's cool. That review's coming. I wanted to knock these out first, and then I'm going to get to the Super 7 ones. So that's going to be one big review. So we got Krang here. Let's get to the next one. Next on the list, Leatherhead. So this one I actually left in the package, and I'll cut him out in a minute. Just want to show you, he comes in that old school pose because there's like really no other way to put him in there. Like, yeah, it was one of the weirdest figures in the line because everybody else kind of stands up, regularly, right? They got like legs and they stand up and they all had the bent legs. He was weird because he was so crouched down to the ground because he's an alligator, so he has like these little stumpy legs, and he just is in the package really weird. So I just wanted to point that out. It's just like the vintage one with that cheesy grin up top. He's like buck teeth for an alligator. It doesn't make any sense, but I'm digging this, man. I'll have to check to see if all the weapons, because some of the weapons didn't come with some of the figures. If you check out Mutagen Man in one of those box sets, I think it was the one with the car, the foot car, he's missing a ton of accessories. So I'm gonna go back, check, put the pictures at the bottom of the vintage figure next to these guys to see if they come with all their weapons still. On the back here, same thing, Storage Shell Turtles, bio of, or the portrait of Leatherhead, I should say, the raging Cajun swamp stomping gator. So that's cool. Man, this is so cool how they're doing all these vintage figures again, man. This is awesome. So if you missed out on the first set of turtles, you got the Storage Shell coming up. Yeah, all right, let's pop this guy open. Okay, next up, Leatherhead outside the package. Yeah, this is just like I remember, with those short, stubby legs, that tail. Oh, man. And you know what I hated about this figure? All right, I would always lose the head because it would always pop off on me. Let me see if it still does that. Yep, still pops off. Yes, it's on. I guess it's on a little bit better now, but like I would always lose the head and it would just be a jaw, man. Yeah, I hated that about this figure. The head would always pop off. This is such a trip down memory lane. I am loving it. Oh man, he's got the belt, and it's got the crawfish on there, or the lobster, or whatever that is. I don't know what the heck that thing is. Always dug that he had that knife on his arm. That was always cool too. Such a weird look from the cartoon too. It was like in the cartoon he was huge, and then in toy form he's super small. Like, let me see if I have a vintage Raph. Yeah, actually, I got my Raph here. So he's actually supposed to be like not that much. He's maybe a head shorter than the Turtles. So I'm assuming the Super 7 one's going to be just, it will scale about the same. So that's crazy. And yeah, see, like all those details in the vintage figure, like the turtle, and then this little thing here, and all these details that just were like unpainted. Oh, I can't wait for Rat King. Oh, I'm gonna keep talking about Rat King until I get me a Rat King. But yeah, that's my dude. Like a lot of details just went unpainted, man. And that's why Super 7 is bringing these guys back out and painting the details. Oh, like he even has suspenders. I didn't realize that. He got little suspenders under there for his little coat-looking thing here. So that's cool. Feather in the cap. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I remember that gray rope around his hat. It's going to be fun comparing these guys to the Super 7 version, man. It's going to be real fun. And then Leatherhead comes with this. So a bear trap, which actually works. Actually works. It's kind of loose, but it actually works. So that's cool. Step on that and boom. And his shotgun. His red shotgun. Articulation in the tail. Ball joint. Oh, is that a ball joint? Yeah, ball joint at the arm there. Oh, no, it's a swivel. It's a swivel. It looks like it's a ball joint, though. And then head's on a swivel. Jaw articulates. You can only get it open about that high, though. Legs are on. Oh, legs are on a ball joint. Okay, that's cool. And he's so short. He's so short. Oh, that's funny, though. Let's see if I can put this in his hand so I don't lose that. And boom. And there we have Leatherhead. On to the next. Okay, here we have the Shredder. with his weapon is his cutting armor, apparently. So you got Shredder and all these different poses. Still got the painted like eyebrows on the helmet, which has always been weird to me. I thought maybe with the re-release of these they might have fixed that, but I guess not. Got to keep it classic, right? On the back, got the portrait of Shredder, the bad guy leader. That's pretty cool. Comes with the sprue too, the correct sprue. So that's good. The movie Star Turtles, I don't think they came with the correct sprue, so that was kind of a bummer. On the back, got the cross cell, baby. Foot Soldier didn't come in this pack though, which is weird. So they had actually that just occurred to me that this pack had mostly all villains except for Splinter. So it's weird that they didn't have the Foot Soldier in this pack. Yeah, it has Shredder, Krang, Leatherhead, Bebop, Rocksteady, and Splinter in place of the Foot Soldier. So that's actually kind of weird. Anyway. All right, let's pop this shirtless dude open. All right, now we have the Shredder outside the package. What I noticed, comparing him to like my old vintage one, they still did the whole like eyebrows on the helmet thing. It looked better back in the day. Like back in the day, you didn't really notice it too much, right? So if you compare the two now it's so noticeable. Like it's like, wow, that's really bad. Back in the day, it didn't really bother me. You didn't really notice it. They actually changed the leg, which is crazy because you can't get this guy to stand. I'm sorry, like trying to get him to stand was darn near impossible. They changed the angle of the leg on that guy. You see that? That's crazy. So I mean, he can kind of stand now, but back in the day, trying to get this dude to stand up because the legs were at such a weird angle. Like the arms are the same. This leg is the same, but this one they changed. So he, like when I first put him on the table here, he stands up pretty well. I mean, he's still like hunched over. He's still got that hunch to him. But let's see, if you get him in just the right pose, there you go. This guy though, no. Like it's such a weird angle. I don't even know. Let me see. Oh, you gotta really spread that leg. Got him. Okay. I'm gonna just move him out the way. And the eyes are different too. So like the eyes where they had just the black pupils and no white. And it looks like the eyebrows were actually sculpted on the old one. Whereas this one, the eyebrows aren't really sculpted. There's an eyebrow there, but it's not really sculpted. And the paintwork just looks like it's an eyebrow. And the eyes have like the white and the pupil. So I don't know which I like better. I don't know if I like the old school one or this one. I'm kind of leaning more towards old school though. But pretty much almost the same figure besides the leg. Same like purples, and they got the wraps there, the black, no shirt. Same black belt. I wonder if that comes off. Yes, that still comes off. Okay, cool. And he's got the soft goods cape, which is tucked into the belt, just like his counterpart here with the black belt. I used both. Okay, so I do have both on there. And that's pretty much what he looks like next to the Super 7 version. So you can tell, yeah, I'm definitely using this head over that one. Got the blues in there and the purples. I have no idea why this dude's not rocking a shirt, man. I don't get it. And he was so small. Like, I'm glad they actually put some muscle on this guy. Because compared to the Turtles, man, he got some bony arms, man. Or he's just real cut, So that's the Shredder. So I feel like the purples are a little bit more vibrant on this guy, a little bit darker on him. But other than that, almost pretty much the same. On to the next. Here we have Bebop inside the package. I think this is the same pose as the old one. Cool artwork of Bebop, like the old vintage figure with his shell drill and all the weapons. I pretty much just bought this because I still have my vintage Bebop. I just wanted the weapons because I lost all the weapons to him. Turn him around back here. Got the cross cell, classic Bebop figure, the powerhouse punk enforcer of the Foot Clan. He was a tough guy. He was pretty tough. Him and Rocksteady are pretty tough. So we're gonna crack this guy open, and I'll compare him with the Super 7 version and my vintage. Let's go. Okay, we have Bebop outside the package. Now, this is probably the most different of the line here and of the wave, and it's probably the most disappointing too because it's just so different. When you compare him to his vintage figure, look at the difference in that. Look at the difference. You could tell right off the bat that this one is, they stopped. They literally were like, we're going to paint the face, the vest, the shells, and the skull, and we're going to stop there. There's so much color on this guy. So much color on this guy. He's got the grays at the wristband here and the chain, the red boots. This guy's missing all that. Everything is unpainted when it gets to the metal bracelet and the chain, the belt. There's no paint in the belt. There's no paint in the tail on the back. No differences in paint from the pants, the skin tone, and the shoes. It's all just one matte black. So that's kind of disappointing. That's kind of a bummer. Yeah, that's that's kind of rough, man. So he should look like this guy right here, man. And the face is way too pink. Like, I thought this was way too pink, and then I see this guy, and I'm like, oh man, yeah, that's way too pink. Like, this I can deal with because it actually kind of blends in with the brown. Like, this was perfect. This guy's perfect. This is just too much, and this is like somewhere in the middle. So you can see the differences between the three, and it's like, wow. That's kind of crazy. Maybe I'll even do a paint job myself on this guy. Maybe I'll even throw some paint on him, make him look a little bit better. So he comes with, on his sprue, the drill gun, trash can lid, and the dagger, which I'll probably be giving to this guy for right now. And then on Shredder's sprue, which I forgot to show you guys, he's got the sword, ninja stars, this little dagger type weapon here, a little smaller one, and then that, I call it an R. It's an R to me. It's a lowercase R weapon. So there's that. All right, let's move on to Rocksteady. Okay, we got good old Rock. Now he looks great. He looks like he's got all his paint apps. Looks pretty. Oh, maybe he's missing a few. I'll check in a second because I do have my vintage figure. What is he doing here? What is he eating? Is he eating turtle shells up here? Like, what is this? And then he's got his gun here, and then I guess he's eating the shells that's on his belt there. I don't know. And then it's got those red eyes. I always remember those red eyes with the green pupils. Yeah, man. And then turn him around. It's got pretty much the same thing on the back here with the cross cell. Got his bio, the mutant GI Mauler and Shredder's #1 thug, which is weird because I don't see him as the #1 thug. I see him and Bebop being kind of on the same rank, you know. I see them as they're a tag team. They come as, you know, you can't have one without the other. So they got to be #1 thugs instead of #1, you know, just #1 thug. So let's pop this guy open. Okay, Rocksteady outside the package. Looks pretty good. So far, all the paint apps look just about right. I think, let me check with the vintage one real quick. They might be missing some. Ooh, okay. So they're just missing like 2. Maybe 3. Oof. Okay, yeah. They're missing a little bit of black. Okay. So the wrist bracelet is supposed to be black. Eyes are about the same. Helmet's the same. Still has that huge head. Okay, so they're missing some paint apps on like the pants, the black. That's what's missing. Okay, you see how the pants have a little bit of black in them? And then they got the green. And then this part here is supposed to be green as well. Okay. But it's not nearly as bad as Bebop. Oof, that one's rough. Like, you could kind of do without the black on the pants and the green bracelet here, but jeez, Bebop was rough. This looks pretty good though. I dig it. Luckily, my old one still kind of holds up, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Not bad at all. So let's see what he comes with. Actually, you know what? While I have him here too, boom! Bring out the big boy. Oh my God, look how big he is compared to these two. Like, yeah. And just for kicks, I'm gonna bring out, where's my Raph? So let's see, I'm gonna see the size difference between these guys. So he pretty much stands up shorter than the turtle. I mean, he stands up taller than the turtles. And then this guy is... he's about shoulder length. Yeah, I'd say that's actually pretty accurate. When you compare the sizes to the two, that's actually really accurate. I dig that. Okay. So not bad at all, not bad at all. All right. And then, let's see. Move these guys over so you can see it a little bit better. Move Raph over here. Stand up, Raph. Ah. Okay. Now, on his sprue, he comes with the sewer lid. He comes with his own little dagger here, and then that gun that he has on the front of the package there. City Sewer. So that does it for Rock. All right, let's move on to the last one, Master Splinter. Okay, Splinter. His is pretty cool. It has him chewing through the wall, which is awesome. Then he's jumping down. He's got a little bow and arrow on the side here. So that's pretty neat. All right, him with his weapons. I think that's exactly how he was packaged in the vintage too, with his bow and arrow, and he's off to the side there. So that's pretty neat. On the back, we got the good guy leader, Master Splinter. Same stuff on the back, pretty much the same thing there. And let's jump in to Master Splinter. Let's check out Splinter outside the package. Now, comes with this soft goods robe here, or kimono. He looks pretty much like the old vintage figure from what I can tell. Where did I put him? So yeah, you can see mine. He's been through some stuff. I don't know what I did with his arms. I don't know why I took his arms off. I have no idea. Maybe I was trying to do a custom or something. I have no idea. I cut his ear off to mimic the movie. He's seen some stuff, man. So, but he's still holding up though. Still got his tail. Looks about the same. His head looks smaller though. They painted the pupils. It looks like the head is actually smaller from my point of view, which is weird. It looks a little bit smaller because his nose doesn't look as big as the vintage one, which is kind of neat. He always did have like a really big head. It looks like it still has the gray patch on the chest, and then not too many paint apps here. Just the nose. He's got some color on his snout there, on his mouth, on the top there. It's got like this gray wash over it, where the vintage one didn't have that. So that's actually pretty cool how they added more details. You got some in the ears there, like the vintage. He's actually painted better than the original toy, which is pretty cool. Gotta admit that's a pretty nice upgrade there. Okay, I like it. Still got the wraps on the feet, and then the tail is painted gray as well. Got some articulation there to help him stand up a bit. And then let's compare him with the Super 7 Splinter, who I can't get to stand. It's hard to get him to stand up just right. We'll put them next to each other. Got the soft goods kimono on him with this belt. So yeah, I kind of dig that the eyes are painted in. It looks pretty BA that, you know, it's all white like that, but the pupil look isn't bad either. So it actually kind of mimics the Super 7 version, which is nice. And we'll turn them around. Still got the gray on the tail there. And the wraps on the feet. Pretty cool upgrade there. I like that. Or reissue, I should say. Now, getting to his accessories. Comes with the bow and arrow, which I'll probably have him rocking. Let's see. See if he can hold on to that with his left hand here. Okay, holds on to it pretty decent. All right. And then his sprue. He comes with like that little dagger cane couple throwing stars, and then that part actually goes inside there like that. There's a little hole there for the dagger cane. So that's pretty much it for the reissues, man. So if you got, they're out in your Targets right now. I was lucky and I was able to pick up the whole wave. I will post the UPC at the bottom here, the one that I used. And you can go in, ask an associate to see if they have them in stock. And there you go. All right, you guys be good. Thanks for watching. I'm going to catch you on the west side. Peace.